You're listening to The Swingdom, the champion podcast of the year. 2 guys, 28 clubs, 0 putts given, with your hosts, Ben Ridner and Gunnar Kane.
Sup, bruh?
Sup, bruh?
What's up,
I feel like I point way more emphatically than you do.
Sup, bruh? For some reason, I'm on the right side of the screen again.
You're on my left.
I'm on my left. You're on my right. So wait, point at me? Yeah, now you're pointing the wrong way.
No, you're pointing the wrong way.
No, I'm pointing at you now.
We're both pointing in my screen. We're both pointing the same direction.
Me too. But now that you're on that side, you have to point at me. No, you have to actually point at me. Yeah.
Now we're pointing away from each other.
Are we?
In my screen. Now we're pointing at each other.
What's happening?
It all looks. I don't know if it looks good on the YouTube, but.
How do you unpin? Unpin video. Oh, okay.
Hey-o.
Now am I pointing at you?
Not even sorta. Don't worry about it. Now we're pointing at each other.
This is
right.
Okay.
Now fist bump me right there. Boom. Got it.
All right.
And that'll be opposite in the video. Sabra.
Guess what? Masters are soon.
I know, 2 weeks.
I didn't even give you time to guess.
You're listening to The Swingdom, the champion podcast of the year. 2 guys, 28 clubs, 0 putts given, with your hosts, Ben Ridner and Gunnar Kane.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to The Swingdom. My name is Ben Ridner. I played golf today. I used my golf clubs. I wore this golf shirt.
Hey-o.
I'm wearing this golf shirt since 6:30 this morning, which is why I was checking to see if my manly musk was musky enough. And it is, yeah. Is it musk or must?
Musk.
K or T?
K.
Like a muskrat.
Yes.
What's a must? What's must?
I don't know. Like you
must
must.
thing.
Your audio is going down in my ears.
You're a teacher, man. You're a teacher, man. You should know these
Must. Must is.
Something can be musty, can't it?
Yes.
I love that we use this time on our podcast to just go to dictionary.com. Shout out, by the way.
Free plug.
Yep, free plug. And I'm here with my golfing buddy Gunnar. He is neither musky nor musty. He plays golf, just not very often at the moment. Are you?
No.
Is it winter rules yet? We've got winter rules at our club.
For sure, but you got to fix your microphone.
What's wrong with it?
I can't hear you.
Is that better?
No.
Is that better?
No.
Did I do something weird?
This is also the part of the podcast where we do all of our sound checks.
Speakers, microphone, test speaker. Yeah, I can hear myself.
All right. Well, it is what it is then.
Can you hear me? Your cat's stuck.
He's really not.
Your cat's doing a weird thing.
The cat is neither stuck nor in real need. He's standing at this glass door here I have.
Yeah.
And just screaming.
Can you hear me better now?
No, but if it sounds good, it sounds good. You know what I mean?
Is it your new shiny headphones?
No, the headphones are wonderful.
I don't know I'm trying to.
Oh, there you're coming back. I don't know what's going on.
Well, you just touched your headphones, so maybe it's in your headphones.
It's not in my headphones. There's nothing.
Do I sound better now?
Let me move this. You sound great.
Good. I never know if this is a golf podcast or just us testing audio.
I know. Should we just review our audio equipment?
Yeah. I'm using a Rode pod mic. I got the whole Rode system, and I love it.
I actually really like the Rode mic. I think I might switch. And this will be my portable. Like if we were to do an on location.
Yeah.
thing, this
Well,
would
if we
be
were
it.
doing on location, I would just bring this whole setup because this setup has 4 mics.
Oh,
So I don't know if you know this, but like I've got 3 more of these mics with arms lying around.
oh.
So I can do like in studio, I can do a 4-person podcast.
How often do you do that?
I've never done it. Isadora and Adam do it, and
4?
2, but they can do it in studio.
Mhm.
And then we've got to do another history through a house episode, and
Mhm.
then that'll be 3 of us. And I like put this thing in the ceiling so like it all hangs down from the ceiling, so you just get to be comfy and hang out and do your thing. I've got this whole weird setup for like I've got this camera.
Yes.
I've got it hanging from the ceiling on a selfie stick.
Oh,
So I've got like a C clamp, and then it comes down,
Yeah.
and so like it doesn't. And then I've
there
just
you
got
go.
I've got my whole awesome setup here.
I have a light here.
Yeah.
So you can my hands washing out.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have a light, and then there's an arm attached to my light, and I have my phone.
Nice.
And then
So you can do makeup tutorials.
Exactly.
Yeah. I actually
Totally.
like bought a set of studio lights because I was gonna like do YouTube
Mhm.
tutorials. I was before the swingdom, I was gonna be a YouTube chef.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were actually really good at that.
I had fun doing that.
I was really upset when you moved because I thought I was going to get to guest on your show.
Taste
And
happy.
then, yeah, and then you
Yeah.
left. And
Yeah.
I was like, well, now I don't want to cook anymore.
Yeah, that was fun. We cooked spaghetti from scratch.
I know. That was one of my favorite episodes.
I think it was the only episode. I think there was like 3 episodes.
You had 3, yes.
Yeah, I really wanted to be like a home garden chef.
You were very good at it. I don't know why
Thank
you.
you.
I don't know what happened because I really enjoyed it. As a matter of fact, when you told me you moved to England, I was like, or you were moving, I was thinking, oh, that'd be even better.
Yeah, I think I might like get it. The thing is the swingdom just takes over. So
I know because we're so popular.
because we're having so it's not that it's we're having so much fun doing it.
Right, we're
Like,
not popular.
We're not that popular.
There's the logo for everybody to see on the YouTube.
Yeah,
That's our logo.
yeah. I've never actually. I'm just sorry. I'm just like clicking on things. Yeah, Taste Happy. It's got 37 subscribers, so that's pretty cool.
Very cool. All right, you ready?
We should have like at some point. Did I hit the thing for the sec? Oh, I did. I've introduced us.
Mm-hmm.
We need to talk about golf.
Mm-hmm.
You have any news?
Nope.
Look, I've got 2 bits of news.
Tell me about them.
Okay, 3 bits of news.
Mm-hmm.
One is I've got a bunch of news. I'm just gonna go with the news. Should I go in matter of most important to least important?
Least to most.
The least important is Jack Nicklaus discovers he has a Twitter account and supports a certain presidential candidate and either upsets you or makes you very happy.
Or
and
the-
I just think it's sort of strange.
Third option. Whatever.
Yeah. Or whatever. Yeah.
I subscribe to that third option.
Yeah.
Do you, Jack?
I
I don't care.
I don't want to get political. I don't, because this isn't a political show.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
Good on you, Jack. You got a Twitter.
I don't even like. I think he's slightly better at it than I am, because I think like he made a statement and then somebody typed that up and printed it out and like he posted it somewhere. So you can tell he has a team that does it all. If only we had a team.
Well, he probably also had like 12 million followers before he realized he even had a Twitter account.
Yeah.
Name alone get you very far in the Instagram game.
I mean, like, look,
I have social media world.
I have one question.
Yes.
Which is like, we all know how much a president makes once they get out of office.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
American president. Yeah.
American presidents, like they get like speaking engagements, book deals, like they make bonkers money.
Mm-hmm.
Is this like a way for Jack Nicklaus to like get in tighter because like Trump owns a bunch of golf courses and is only going to be building more golf courses?
No.
Well, he's already got a second deal. He's building a second golf course in Scotland.
I think he personally likes him.
Jack Nicklaus, or Jack Nicklaus personally likes Trump?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I think they were probably friendly before the presidency.
Yeah, I just think it's strange when somebody who is so much in the public spotlight like sticks their neck out for a certain individual, whether or not it's either side of the aisle.
Yeah.
Because at this moment in time, like you have a large portion of America who's adamantly against that man. You have a large portion of America who's adamantly for that man. Like you're not going to make any new fans.
Mm-hmm.
You're only going to lose fans.
Mm.
And I mean, he hasn't lost me as a fan because I don't really care what he says politically.
Right.
But I just thought it was I just thought it was a strange thing to do.
Yeah.
Like to personally endorse and talk about how, like if Democrats get elected, the American dream will be killed.
Mm-hmm.
Like he said socialism's bad. I was like, okay. I was like, sure, whatever.
Communism's bad. I know that.
Yeah. Yeah. I live in a country now where there's a bit of socialism.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem that bad.
So, yeah.
There's just a bit of it. There's just a little bit. All right.
Just
on to the next story. John Daly fires a 64 in the first round of the Wood Tech Tournament of Champions tournament.
Timber Tech.
Wood Tech. So good. Woody Tech.
By the way, Jim Furyk breaks his streak, so I love it.
He did not win.
John Daly. I know. Let's go round for round. Right, 64.
Yeah.
Okay. Then a 1 over 73. This is a very John Daly tournament, right?
You call that a roller coaster
64
weekend.
to 73 to 71.
Yeah. He still finishes top 20.
26.
He still finishes top 26. Yeah.
You're right, he does.
Yeah.
It's good.
So, you didn't let me finish. I was going to say 26th, not just 20. Phil is going to Houston. Tiger is not going to Houston. Do you think that's a good idea for
Bermuda
Phil?
Triangle.
What?
I don't think it matters.
Okay.
Sure.
You don't think it matters if Phil goes to Houston?
I don't think he's going to try.
You think he's just going to go there and work on he's going to have 2 practice rounds and then go to Augusta early?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's a good idea?
Mm-hmm.
Because
I don't think he's accidentally going to make the cut. Right, especially on the PGA Tour where the conditions are really different.
Yeah.
I don't think he's accidentally going to make the cut at Houston. I don't think so either.
Like I'm just sort of like, which is more important, like getting in a couple of competitive rounds or going home to your facility and training up an extra 2 weeks for the Masters?
I would say probably the competitive rounds. You can't simulate competition. So and I think the competitiveness is one of the biggest factors at Augusta.
Okay.
So I think he's doing the right thing. He's not gonna, if it doesn't matter how good he hits his 8-iron.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It matters how he attacks the course.
No, for me, it would just sort of be like, because with Phil, I'm worried about 2 things with Phil. That's going to be his driving and his putting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, he doesn't need to work on that at Houston. Like, Houston's greens are going to be nothing like Augusta's greens.
I don't think he can simulate those greens either, though. And the Champions Tour definitely doesn't have doesn't have that kind of speed. So Houston's probably the closest he's going to get. He's
Okay.
probably looking to learn to work under pressure.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. Henrik Stenson withdraws from the Bermuda Championship.
Oh my God!
My God.
Can I tell you how excited I was to see one withdrawal on the first day?
There were 4. We'll get into that later. We'll get into that later. We'll get into that later.
I was so happy.
4 fake injuries. What?
You know, I
disagree?
don't think.
You disagree with me.
No, I think actually Henrik Stenson's I think was more out of embarrassment than it was.
He says his ankle is bothering him as he's going to be back. To be fair, like I'm number one, I was surprised to see Henrik at this tournament. Mr.
Yes.
Stenson. I was very surprised to see him at this tournament. Bless
Excuse
you.
me. Thank you.
Just because, like I wrote, on the website, like he's got the only silver Olympic medal in golf.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I guess is he getting older? He's got it. He's an open champion. He's got the claret. His name is on the claret jug.
It's on it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Has it just been a few years and he is just sort of sliding away?
Yeah, I think so.
Because he shot 8 over on the front 9.
Mm-hmm.
And was so afraid of our man of the people sign he had to go home.
That's exactly what it was.
Exactly what happened.
They were like, oh, those guys over the Swingdom, they have a new layout for their man of the people. So it looks too professional. I don't want to be on that.
No, he couldn't handle it.
No.
Couldn't handle it. I think there was some other news.
Yeah.
Darren Clark won the Champions Tour event 10 minutes ago.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Tore it up.
You want to get into the Bermuda Championship?
Yeah.
All right.
It's time for us to put down our bag and hear from our sponsors.
Hey, what's going on, guys? You're listening to the Swington. That is, if you can hear us. If you can't hear us, check out Beltone Hearing Aid Centers of Central New Jersey near the Jersey Shore, where you can find an entire selection of audio devices that help you hear better.
Right.
Am I changing colors?
No. What are you doing?
I feel like I'm changing colors. Either that or my eyes are burning out.
Your eyes are burning.
That's fine. So if you're having a hard time hearing this, if you're having if you're
just having a hard time, call Beltone Hearing.
If your ears work like my eyes, call Beltone Hearing Aid Centers at +1 732 888 9000. Use the code word golf. That is GOLF, because we're the first ones to get the best code words
Anywhere.
So check out Beltone Hearing Aid Centers of New Jersey. +1 732 888 9000. Back to the show.
And now to your hosts, Ben Ridner and Gunnar Kane.
Hey, welcome back to the show.
Wow.
What a lovely break.
Good break.
I'm gonna have some water now.
Oh, okay.
So what did you watch this weekend?
I watched the Bermuda Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Can I give you a take on the Bermuda Championship, just up front?
Mm-hmm.
I know that you said it was resort golf, and I think you're right. I agree with the resort golf.
Yeah.
But what I noticed in the scores, I think it was taken for granted. Does that make sense?
No.
I think the players took the course for granted and said, it's a resort course. How hard could it be?
So number one, the reason that like it's a resort course is like
Because it's an actual resort course.
it's at a resort. One, two, like the greenskeeping staff is I imagine is wonderful,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't like the course didn't look PGA standard.
No.
Like there were burnt out spots on the greens.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was trying to figure out if they had tried to make the course like skinnier, like if they had tried to narrow the fairways by letting the first cut grow up. But
Mm-hmm.
like I couldn't tell if that was the fairway, but there was a lot of looked like there's a lot of scalped grass,
Mm-hmm.
which I understand because it's November in Bermuda or the end of October in Bermuda. Yeah, no, it's November in Bermuda. I get that. And then you can tell like it par 71.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the course length was?
I want to say it's over 7,000 yards.
It wasn't.
Oh no!
It was like 68.5. Let me see if I can pull it up. So it wasn't like what got everybody was the wind on Friday and Saturday.
Yes, the wind was tough.
Yeah. So like no, I think it was a resort course so much so that like when 40-mile-an-hour winds off the ocean happened, they were like, "Well, this doesn't happen to us. We don't know what to do."
Mm-hmm.
And so like that's sort of what I found was strange.
Oh, totally.
So yeah, no, it's less than 7,000.
Hmm.
I'm just checking a different app that tells me what the yardages are. 68.28.
68-28.
Yeah.
I could play that.
Yeah. I don't know if you'd play it to minus 15 over 4 days, but like
I won't. No, not a chance.
no, but like I would have a fun time trying to break 85 on that course.
Yeah.
Like to me, it looked exactly like my two favorite courses in Jamaica. To me, it looked so much like Cinnamon Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Like it played down to the ocean. It had that par 3 over the ocean. Like that's to me is like are the perfect resort courses, Cinnamon Hill and White Witch in Jamaica. And I'm sure that this is one of them. And to be fair, Cinnamon Hill, I think they played on the web.com Corn Ferry tour last year.
Yes.
And like they went like minus 11 per round. And I was just like, I'm not playing this course right.
I'm not good at this.
And that's one of the things. You see those guys play a course that you played before, and you're like, okay, let me see if I can break 85. And they're like, let me see if I can break 60. And you're just like, that's 25 shots.
Yeah.
That's 25. I'm sitting there and I'm like, that's like 8 holes. I'm like, can I please, or that's like 6, it's like 6.5 holes, 7 holes, let's call it 7 holes. Well, like, can I just I'm only going to play 11 holes today, and you're going to play 18, and we're going to see who wins.
Right. I love it.
So no, I mean, to me, I think the course was good. I think it was in good enough shape. But I think what really happened, I think everybody said this, is that like the 40-mile-an-hour gusts on just like people had to get so creative.
Yeah.
When you get creative, you don't score.
No, you don't.
Your boy Doc Redman was in the lead for a while.
Ooh, somebody call the doctor.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to happen. I'll be here when it does.
Yeah.
I just love them.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
yeah, so like low rounds on day 1 and day 4 were 63. And low rounds on day 2 and day 3 were 66.
Yeah.
So that's a big difference. Well, I was going to say the low round on day 2 was 43.
Yeah.
But that's because Henrik Stenson didn't play the last 9 holes and cost me points.
Last 10 holes. No, I mean, you saw Brendan Todd struggle from the start. You saw, defending champion Brendan Todd. You saw Harold Varner III struggle a lot.
Yes.
Which is kind of why I thought, are they taking this course for granted? Are they saying, oh, how hard can it be? It's a resort course.
Yeah.
And I noticed this when we do play. Well, we don't play, but when they play resort courses that should be easier, a lot of people just mess them up.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And
especially if you're expecting an extra 400 yards,
mhm,
that's a lot of golf.
it is a lot. It is a lot.
Like that's a lot of golf. Yeah, I was expecting a bit more from Varner the third. This was like the perfect. This weekend was exactly what I described it as on
Mhm.
Wednesday or Thursday morning, if that's when you caught the podcast. But it was like 20-year veteran Brian Gay
Mhm.
going for it nonstop, or you have Ollie Schneiderjan, who's like in his second year trying to get his first win.
I started pulling for Ollie Schneider Jans.
I like that he doesn't wear a hat.
Yes. Well, I was pulling for him a lot because I was hoping he would win when I realized Doc Redman wasn't going to.
Yeah.
I was hoping that the field would come back to Ollie and give him that opportunity to have a win and
Yeah.
get his card.
Yeah.
I really like him, and it's a shame to see him struggle out there when it counts.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Wyndham Clark is also in his first year.
Wyndham Clark, boy, I tell you, I don't think I saw him on the. I don't think
he graduated. He graduated in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
So he turned pro, 3 years ago. So
From Denver, Colorado. Shout out, free plug.
shout out, free plug for an entire city, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
that's
I was
my
sort
home.
of like, it was such a mixed event, and like to be fair, can I just be a little like I would have just. I mean, this was a Corn Ferry event. It was. It was. Would I have rather have watched it as the Corn Ferry event? Probably.
Yes.
There wouldn't have been nearly as much money in it.
No.
And you wouldn't have had to be fair, this just sort of felt like a lottery.
Yeah.
It just felt like a lottery to me.
I'm with you. I am now on board with you with these underwhelming events, and I want to see the bigger events.
So are you on board with the PGL?
Mm-hmm.
The Pro Golf League?
Mm-hmm.
That they tried to start up, where it was the top 50 players in the world are playing for $20 million 6 times a year.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm on board with that.
It's not that I don't I like the PGA.
Mm-hmm.
I like the USGA.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the LPGA.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a TV show.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my big issue is these guys are all independent contractors.
Mm-hmm.
They all benched themselves this week.
Right. Absolutely.
They all benched themselves. It was over by noon your time or 2 o'clock your time.
Yeah, 1 or 2. Yeah.
Which means which means the first
well,
tee
no,
times
it was,
were out at.
Yeah, it was around noon. Yeah.
So, I don't know. On to the Houston Open.
On to the Houston. On to Cincinnati.
On to Cincy Houston.
Cincy Houston.
All right. So yeah. So what you want to do some first round, last round, or you just want to get right into our picks? Because
yeah, let's get right into the picks.
I mean, round 1 was interesting. Round 2, Doc Redman made a run.
Mm-hmm.
Round 3, Doc Redman kept his run, but everybody else struggled because of the wind because there was such crazy winds.
Mm-hmm.
And then round 4, Brian Gay and Wyndham Clark. Wyndham Clark is his name, right?
Yeah.
Wyndham Clark played incredibly, incredibly well.
Yeah. First hole playoff, Wyndham had a par. Brian Gay had a birdie.
Yeah.
That's it. That was all she wrote.
Wyndham Clark had a putt for birdie to win it and missed that. So what do you
No.
do there? He had like a 5-foot putt for birdie.
Hope you can make it in the playoff.
Yeah.
You know.
What happened? Yeah, he was 5 under in the front 9.
Yeah.
That helps.
You know who had a huge run?
He was 7 under through 11.
I'm just gonna give a shout out to Denny McCarthy here.
Yeah.
Hometown hero over here in Virginia.
Yeah.
Parred one in the final round and then went 6 straight birdies. I mean, he really took a run at it. And boy, I tell you, if he wasn't at 4 under starting the day,
He had a shot.
He would have won this by a mile.
You know who else is tied 4th?
8 under, Doc Redmond.
No, I was going to say that won the Safeway this year, Mr. Stewart Sink.
Stewart Sink, Matt Jones, Doc Redmond, Denny McCarthy. These are good players. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that they're not good players. I'm just saying, like, none of them are in the top 50 in the world.
Right.
You know, you've got Adam Scott, who's still out with COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to, I didn't do any research, but, Henrik Stenson said that his ankle is bothering him, so he left. When it said Michael Gellerman,
yeah,
I looked up to see if Jordan Spieth's caddy tried to make it on the PGA Tour.
that would have been amazing.
But that's Michael Greller.
Michael Greller, right?
Yeah, I was like, no way. And then you've got Pat Perez, who I don't know what happened to him, but he's got the new haircut again. And then Robert Garrigus, he's Robert Garrigus.
Yeah.
I don't really know a lot about Robert Garrigus. I should know, but he turned pro in 1997. He's been around a while.
Robert Garrigus he always plays well enough.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
Mm-hmm. He's a lifer.
A lifer.
All right.
I'm adding our points up right now.
We're having so much fun.
So much fun.
I think the thing is if you're gonna have a hole over the water,
mm-hmm.
At least make it nobody missed the green.
No.
It's 180 yards, and people were nobody was in the water because the wind saves you from going in the water.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do there? Whatever. So I'm just sort of where's I don't know. It just where was the hard holes?
There weren't any. That's what gave me the impression that, hey, we're taking advantage of this. We're taking
where's the snake pit? Where's the bear trap?
Right.
Where's the island hole?
Where's the road hole? Where's
yeah.
There's not even a grouping of holes that really put fear into you.
No.
Oh, we got to make it out of here with at least a bogey.
No, and it's not even at Pebble Beach and also 18 at Sawgrass, you've got to, you can go over the water,
mm-hmm.
but you've got to decide how much water you want to go over.
Right.
Because it's a big dog leg left. And you're just sort of well, if I hit it 250 yards, and I aim that way, it's wet. But if I hit it 250 yards or 300 yards and I hit it this way, it's in
mm-hmm.
somebody's back garden.
Yeah.
So.
I'm totally with you.
Yeah.
You ready for these picks?
So my picks were Henrik Stenson.
Yep.
Will Zalatoris.
Yep.
And another person.
Rasmus Højgaard.
Rasmus Højgaard, the Denmarkian.
Yes. Who played surprisingly well.
I knew he did pretty well on the Euro Tour.
Mm-hmm.
So I was, I wasn't too off on that. I should have seen Stewart Sink, previous winner this year, doing better than he did.
Right.
But no, other than that, I didn't really see anybody else there.
No, and your picks made total sense. So I guess let's start with yours then. So you had Will Zalatoris, who makes the cut, and finishes
14th?
top 16 or tied for 16.
Tied for 16th. Okay.
Yeah, so you get 250 bonus points for that.
Boop,
Henrik
boop,
Henrik
pew, pew, pew,
Stenson.
pew.
Pew, 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 pew. Henrik Stenson obviously withdraws 8 holes into round
Do I get
2.
any bonus points for him being a man of the people?
No.
Come on, he was on track for 86.
No.
Come
No, sorry.
on.
No, sorry.
Let's take a vote. Audience, what do you think? Raise your hand.
Nobody's raising their hand.
Oh, man.
So he withdraws, so you get no bonus points, but that does feed into my prop
Wait,
bet.
did you take any points away from me for him withdrawing?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
No. So your long shot, you had Padre Carrington finishing top 5. He finished tied 26, so you didn't get anything for that. And your prop was a 35 or older wins and 48, I believe.
He's not 48, is he?
Brian Gay, I believe, is 48. Turned
Wow.
pro in 1990.
99.
94, I believe.
He is 48.
1994 turned pro. So, yeah, he's 48.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So you get 250 bonus points for that.
Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, so that brings you to 800 points for the week. I had Brendan Todd, defending champion. He gets cut. He's 4 over. I had Vernon III, who also gets cut. He was 7 over. But my boy Doc Redman, I tell you what, never disappoints.
You get to pick first next time. If you don't pick him,
Oh, he's my guy. I swear
he's your alternate event guy.
he's my guy in general.
He's your alternate event guy.
You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna come out like his first win's gonna be like the players. That's what's gonna happen for Doc
No.
Redman. Yeah,
No.
he's just gonna play so well. So Doc Redman.
No, his
Tied
first win is I think it's going to be a good win. Like I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be like the Valspar or the John
yes.
Deere
something
actually probably something better than that. I think he's gonna win something in the Florida swing, which is always big.
Mm-hmm.
Because he plays well at like these courses.
Mm-hmm.
He plays well in these warm weather courses. So I think he's actually gonna I think he'll win at Bay Hill.
He might.
Like I think he's got or at not Muirfield, but where's the Bear Trap? That's not PGA National. That's the Doral Blue Monster. Is that the Bear Trap?
Yeah, I think so.
Whatever.
Something.
We'll figure it out.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Who said we were professionals? All right, so Doc Redman tied for 4th, gets me 500 bonus points. I had Maverick McNeely as my long shot, finishing top 5. He T21. But my prop bet really came through with at 2 withdrawals. We had 4 withdrawals.
It's 1.5.
It was 1.5.
And to be fair, even at 2.5, you still crushed this one.
I smashed it.
Yeah.
And I think this is the first time that both of our props have hit. So I finished with 906 on the week with a total of you're still in the lead, but not by much. So I have 5,865 points, and you have 6,218.
Yeah.
That's where we're at. Those are our points.
Boop, boop. Go points.
Through 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Take that, Ben.
I'm going to.
I'm inching closer. I'm going to win this season. You won last season. I'm going to win this season.
You're not.
I probably won't.
I'm too good.
The eye test is really proving to be better.
I think at some point we should probably see if we can put together like a golf fantasy league.
Mm-hmm. Like host a golf fantasy league?
Yeah. We don't play in it because we're too good. We play
we're
against
too
each
good.
other still.
We're too good. We picked 5 winners last season, and that was after the restart.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was
the problem is it's like you've got to pick 4 guys, and all 4 of them usually have to be in the top 10 for you to win out.
Right. Yeah,
So
we're
it's
not
just
doing like betting.
doing
We're
that.
just doing
No.
fantasy.
Oh no, I'm talking about like even in fantasy, like.
Yeah.
you pick 4 guys and they have to crush it. So no,
Yeah,
I
because
like
you
our
win
our
fantasy
system better.
money. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's it. I mean, it is what it is. It's the Bermuda Championship.
But was it?
But was it really?
I think it should have just been like the Bermuda tournament.
My excitement for this event got lost in the triangle somewhere.
My excitement for this event got left in Sherwood Country Club.
That's right. Do you have anything about this event?
Yeah, I would have just rather I get it, but I don't what do you do when you have a tournament that feels so much less than like a PGA event? Because to me you have majors,
Mm-hmm.
then you've got like sub majors, which is like the Players, Bay Hill, Muirfield Village,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't want to
The
no, I'm not going to say
WGC
it.
events,
What?
all the WGC
Oh, I'm
events.
sorry. Yeah, like WGC events. Yeah, like those. Then to me, you sort of have like the big name sponsor events that you're used to hearing.
Yeah, like the elite events. Then you
Yeah.
have really good events,
Yeah.
which are like the John Deere and
Yeah.
the Valspar, and
Mm-hmm.
then you have these events who kind of just they're weak fillers, right? Would you
So
agree to that?
I think this is like something I'm going to have to do a bit of research in,
Mm-hmm.
but the PGA is a not-for-profit organization
Mm-hmm.
somehow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what they like. Whenever you look them up on the internet, it says PGA, like not-for-profit organization.
Mm-hmm.
So where does the money go?
To the players,
And to
well, the staff.
the staff,
Yeah.
but they're not like they don't have. I mean, they obviously don't have shareholders.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think it's weird that I don't know. I don't like. I think I just sort of wish I knew how it worked a little bit more behind the scenes.
Right.
Like who comes up with the money? Who decides where the courses are? Like how much money for a $10 million event?
Mm-hmm.
How much money do you actually have to raise for the PGA?
That's donated by sponsors. That's probably why it's not for profit, because they don't make an income.
They get paid somehow. Sorry, I'm just looking up.
Yeah, but the PGA Tour itself doesn't make an income. The people who work there do.
What do you mean the people? What do you mean?
The people who, like the grounds crew, or actually, what they do is they get you to volunteer for
Yeah.
$65. You pay $65 and you get to be like a marshal.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get like the general amount of volunteers, but I'm saying like here it says, Golf Week said in 2017 Monahan was paid $4 million.
Mm-hmm.
So he's.
I mean, people who work for nonprofits still make a salary.
No, I get that. I'm not saying that no, I get that he's running a business.
Mm-hmm.
And just because like there's nobody at the top taking home the profits, that it's not
Mm-hmm.
still a business. I'm sure there are still bonuses for doing well, and I'm sure there's still like, oh, we have a bit of cash at the end. How do we invest this or give this away or do something?
Mm-hmm. And it could be that all that overflow goes back into charities that directly
that's fine.
directly
but that's
affect
what like
this.
that's a
the
very
city's.
generous assumption.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm like, for me, it's like, how does an event like the Bermuda Championship come about, and how do they decide where it goes on the calendar, and if it is just a filler, are they paying less for it? Are they paying more for it? Like,
Oh, I wonder if Bermuda tourism actually pays for this event.
oh yeah, no,
I
that's
bet you
what
they
I'm
pay
like,
for everything.
yeah, but that's sort of what I'm like. If that's the case, then does that mean that's like Bermuda taxpayer dollars?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll have to look
Okay.
into it.
That's just weird. It's just like I just like. Is it does the resort put up $10 million and say, okay, 5 million's for the purse, and then we're putting 5 million towards the PGA organization, and then they try to get sponsors to like fill out their 10 million like output?
Yeah. I think it's pretty close to that. Yeah.
Okay. Like I'm just sort of like
I don't
like
think it's as convoluted as you want it to be, or that you
no, I think
might
it's
be.
really
I think it's
streamlined.
really,
I'm just sort of
yeah.
like if you're putting together between
Mhm.
10 and $20 million to get the PGA to come to your house,
Mhm.
wouldn't
You
you-
just imagine I pay $10 million and just the entire PGA Tour comes over for like a barbecue.
well no they spend at least 5 days at your house.
I have like a chipping net.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do that.
Yeah.
That could be the event. I have a putting gallery.
No, you'd be like, what you would do is you'd like spray paint orange circles on trees. You'd be like, you have to hit this tree and get it into that hole
Yeah.
in 2 tries.
I'll
Like,
give
I'm not
you-
saying it would be the
I'll
most
give you
creative
$5 million.
course. Yeah. Yeah. You
That'd
just
be
get like
fantastic.
Abby in like an RC car with a solo cup on it. And you're like, this is a par 4. Like I get that. That's like
Yes.
but that's sort of what I'm curious. Is like how does it go through does Bermuda reach out to the PGA? The PGA then say, okay, like you have to fill out this application, you have to prove that you have the cash, you have to prove that you have a quality enough course. We're gonna come check out the course. We're gonna come make sure that we like everybody. We're gonna make sure we like you. We want to make sure we know where the money's coming from.
Right.
Like before we give it to these guys, we want to make sure that you're also going to be doing this for charity, and we want to make sure that you guys are making the PGA look good while also giving us $10 million. By the way, like no one's going to be here, and you're going to be on at 10 o'clock on a Sunday on the Golf Channel only.
Right.
Like I'd be like, wait a second. Like I've come up with $10 million.
Mm-hmm.
Like why isn't Brooks Koepka like withdrawing after the first round? Like why is it Henrik Stenson? Why can't Brooks Koepka do that?
Mm-hmm.
Like this is a country. This is an island. You know how much sand there is for Patrick Reed to play with here?
I know. He could
Like,
have totally had
like-
a ball.
Get him here. Like again, like this is an island. Tiger Woods has his own boat. We built this dock off of the 17th hole so he can
Mhm.
stay in his yacht off of the course. Like, and that, like, you know what I mean?
Yep. I love it.
Like like I just don't understand how they didn't sell it to like the top pros. Like I know that the pros have to be in a certain amount of tournaments to keep their PGA card,
Mm-hmm.
their tour card.
And they
I
have
get
to
that.
play in new tournaments too, which I like.
Okay.
So I think soon you'll see the Jordan Spieths and you'll see the Patrick Reeds and the Phil Mickelsons. You'll see them play at these events because
don't
they
think so.
have to.
I don't think Phil's going to play at these events ever. Patrick Reed might, but I doubt it because he's got a green jacket. Spieth, I think, will for the same reason that Henrik Stenson has, and that's because like he needs
severe
the
decline.
he needs the reps.
Mhm.
But like if I was Bermuda, well, this is the thing. Like when you have the Canadian Open,
Mhm.
you like or like the RBC Heritage.
Mhm.
Like you have like spot like Dustin Johnson is there because he's an RBC player.
Right.
Like Graham McDowell is there. He's an RBC. Like there's a bunch of RBC players.
Nobody's sponsored by Bermuda.
No, but like that's the thing is like like somebody should be.
Yeah.
Like I was watching soccer. I was watching soccer today. And Arsenal was playing.
Did somebody punch you in the stomach for saying soccer?
No, I'm just making. Hold on, wait a second. Obligatory Mug Dad mention. So yeah, so I was watching the soccer, the football today, and I was watching Arsenal play at Man United. It was a terrible game. It was absolutely
Yeah.
miserable. It's one of those matches where like the referee is like, I want all the camera time I can get. This is great.
Yeah.
But so they were sponsored by like Visit Rwanda. Like on their sleeves it says Visit. It's not unheard of that like.
Well, I mean, I'm sure like teams are, but I don't think individuals are.
Why? Like,
I don't know. It's probably not worth it.
Jason Kokrak is sponsored by the MGM Grand, like the hotel in
Mhm.
Vegas, because he's like a Vegas local.
Mhm.
Like
That's
it's
a
not just
business. That's not an entire state. He's
no,
not.
no, no. But like these places, like even Visit Culpeper, Culpeper Tourist Board, like because we have a bed and breakfast in Culpeper, like they run like that a business. Like they run that like it's a business. They run it like
It
getting
is.
people to Culpeper is a business because of Davis Street.
Mhm.
Like there, you see Visit Florida on everything.
Mhm.
Like no, so I wouldn't be like I'm just maybe there's not a lot of Bermuda nationals on the PGA Tour who would feel comfortable wearing that.
Right.
But I'd be like, you give me a grand suite in Bermuda, you know, every time I want to go to Bermuda, yeah, I'll wear that on my arm. If I became a
That's right.
professional golfer, I would look like a NASCAR driver. I would be like, where do you want the space?
I believe you.
I,
You can have it right up on my right ribs.
yeah, I'm like, I will yawn like 4 times just so that like you can see everything.
That's right. Just stretch constantly.
Do this, yeah.
That's right. All right.
So, all right, I gotta get the Mug Dad got his thing. There you go.
There you go.
But yeah,
All
if I was Bermuda, I'm just saying.
I hear
Where's
you.
Justin Thomas? Where's Xander Schauffele?
Mhm.
Where's the other side of that is, and this is me just like if I was in the top 10, I'd be like, wait, there's a year's exemption and I get a $500,000.
Mhm.
I'm showing up.
That's right.
I'd be like, these guys don't have if I'm Justin Thomas, I would be like, oh, these are great reps.
Yeah.
These are great reps. And that's the thing is like at Brian Gate minus 15, if I'm a top 10 golfer in the world, like you know who should have been there?
Who?
Dan the Burger Van Man Burger.
Yes. Absolutely.
Like a year exemption, 500K in the bank, clout, visit Bermuda on your arm or your hat or whatever.
Mhm.
Like I feel like there should have been more guys in the top 20 who don't necessarily have a win. You're still getting FedEx Cup points.
Well, I tell you, the Bermuda Championship is also a fledgling event. It's still new, so maybe we will see this.
No, it's an alternate event.
All
You're
right.
not going to, but I'm saying if I was Dustin Johnson, I would have been there.
Right. All right. On to Houston.
On to Houston.
It's time for us to put down our bag and hear from our sponsors.
Hello.
You look like Geordi from Star Trek.
I am.
I don't know if that reference plays to our audience.
No. Well, especially if they're listening to this, then no.
It definitely doesn't play.
Read. We've got to do a read.
Hot mic.
We haven't done a hot mic.
I know. We're going to.
When?
Masters.
We're going to have to like do a practice one at Houston.
Okay.
We need to get our reps in like the rest of these guys.
We'll do Houston. Look out for us on Hot Mic at the Houston Open. And then really look for us more intently at the Masters.
With your eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Use the code word golf.
Yeah. Free app. Go download it. Hot Mic. iTunes, Android. Go get it.
The internet.
The internet. Yeah, on your computer.
And now to your hosts, Ben Ridner and Gunnar Kane.
Wow. Welcome back to the Swingdom. That must have been a great read.
It had to have been a good read.
What a fantastic read. How great was that read?
It was a great read.
It was a great read.
All right. What are you doing in golf this week?
I'm practicing. Doing lots
Yeah?
of. I'm hoping that my stuff comes in. I'm should be getting a new golf mat soon. I've got my golf.
Good.
Well, not a new one, but my golf mat's coming in from the States.
Mhm.
I think I'm having this issue. I'm using the SkyTrack, and like I think my floor is on an upward angle, and I just don't realize it. So I'm
It might
losing
be.
losing like 5 yards.
You know how you could tell?
A level.
Mm-hmm.
I can get a spirit level.
Yeah.
You know what I
Sure.
have?
The level.
5 of them.
You should use them.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
I
should
should
do that.
use them.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I use the level all the time. You should probably just use one for this.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna try to talk the missus into letting me get like putting green. Like what kind of grass do you have in your studio?
I do it's like boat turf actually. It's like um
What's
it's
the
like
stimp on it?
11 or 12. It's fast. It's very fast.
I was gonna say because so I got the AstroTurf from Lowe's.
Actually, that's why you see me under putt a lot when you and I play,
Yeah.
because I practice on very fast stuff.
Oh, I just thought it because you're not good because
I'm not good.
because yeah.
No,
Because I've seen those glasses. I like. It's
I
not
can't
that you're
really
not
see.
good. I think
I'm
I just always
blind.
I just assume you practice at home without your glasses on.
No, I'm blind is the problem.
But so I got like the AstroTurf from Lowe's.
Mm-hmm.
An unnecessary plug. Because it was so cheap. It was like 50 cents a square foot. Like it was like 17 cents a square foot. It was incredibly cheap. But the stimp meter on it was like 30.
You know what you can do, and this sounds like a huge mess, but you can put sand on it, and then
You can sweep the sand in.
sweep the sand in, and then
Yeah.
it slows it down. Yeah.
Nope, I did not do that. And I actually made a stimp meter.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I made a stimp meter.
Very nice.
Yeah, because they're like 100 pounds online.
They're expensive, yes.
And all you need is a wooden ruler from Lowe's that's 50 cents and
Free plug.
a drill.
That's right.
And you just sort of like you just sort of like saw at it, and like when it's at a foot in the air,
Mm-hmm.
it has to roll down 2 feet.
Yes.
Like it's got to be the right angle and distance, and then you're sort of like, okay, cool, like that's a stimp meter. So I made
Yep.
one, and it works really well. But guess what?
Then you just measure how far the ball rolls, right?
Yeah, but you have to do it in both directions,
Yes.
and then you take the average.
The average, right?
Yeah. So no, it was like 25.
Mm,
I was like, I'll just practice on 25. It doesn't matter.
very quick, yeah.
It just felt like linoleum.
Mhm.
It was bad. So I'm thinking about getting some actual putt, but it's 20 pounds a square meter.
Mhm.
So $2.50 a square foot.
Yeah.
No. So I mean,
It depends on your space too.
it's not like I want sort of like 4 meters by 4 meters of it.
Mhm.
So like 13 feet by 13 feet,
Mhm.
which isn't like massive, but it's big enough that like I can have like a 15-foot putt across,
Right.
and that's really all I want. But it's expensive, so
It is.
I've got to talk the boss lady into it. So yeah, so I just want to I want to get down. I want to be in single digits by the time next summer rolls around. I've got to really focus on winning this championship at my local course.
That's a good time frame.
Yeah. I don't want to get good. Like I don't want to get great overnight. I want to basically spend like an hour and a half hitting golf balls a day.
Mhm.
So
There you go.
yeah. What
Alright.
are you doing in golf?
Nothing.
Why not?
Working.
What about Gavin?
And it's cold. No, we're just putting. That's all we're doing. We're putting. Working on the short stuff. No, we'll go hit out this upcoming weekend. We're gonna play.
Where are you playing?
Somerset.
Is that just like your gym jam course?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim.
All right. Mine was always Meadow Farms.
Meadows,
Like
right.
it was just different. Like I can play a different 18 3 times.
Actually, we might go play.
Actually, I think
South
it's more
Wales.
than that. South
Might go-
Wales. Okay.
Might go play South Wales.
Just make sure they're not angry.
They're not. It's gotten a lot better from what I've heard.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, yeah. That's the Swingdom. That's the Swingdom in a nutshell. That's what we're doing this week.
That's it.
Waiting for
That's
the
all.
Houston Open.
Oysters. Houston Oysters.
The Houston
Astros.
Oilers. Astros golf.
That's what we're waiting for.
Okay. And then the Masters.
That's it.
The
That's what I want.
Masters.
That's what I want.
Who are you rooting for in the Masters?
Rory McIlroy.
Okay. That's your first pick for the Masters done.
You know it is. That's
All
my
right.
pick.
I'm going to pick him before you because I get first pick at the Masters, actually.
You'll ruin it, but that's fine. You'll ruin the pick.
To be fair, I picked him last week and he did nothing, so I'm okay with letting you have him.
Plus, we have record of you saying that I could have him for the Masters.
Ooh, over under. How many guys wear hoodies at the Masters?
4.
I was gonna say 2. I was gonna say 2.5.
I want a hoodie revolution.
But I just feel like if anybody wears a hoodie at the Masters, they're just going to get set on fire.
They'll be DQ'd is what's going to happen.
You
No,
think
the Masters
so?
has really strict dress codes. So like down to like what color socks you're allowed to wear.
That's a lot of courses here. You have to wear white socks.
Yeah.
You
Which
can't.
is silly.
You can't. And I'm like, well, I'm wearing blue socks. They're like, well, that's fine today. And I'm just like,
White socks are disgusting.
it's not. I think they don't want black socks.
I don't know why. Black
But I
socks are
don't
great.
get it because, like, if I'm wearing dress socks, my dress socks are black.
They don't make white dress socks.
No. Like,
All
I think the thing is like white socks are like dressed down. Those are like sneaker socks.
That's right.
We'll get more to socks later.
That's right.
All
right.
We technically ended the podcast. We're just now talking about socks.
Swing them out.
Swing them out.
You've been listening to The Swingdom. Remember, we're just 2 guys, 28 clubs, 0 putts given.
Sup, brah?
Sup, brah?
Sup, brah?
Sup.
That's it. No more sup, bras.